All right, number 9, we're going to solve the equation. Now the rational exponent, I'm going to write it as a radical. So the 1/3 power, that division by 3 is my radical, just so it looks a little bit better. And c is raised to the first, understood to be a 1. I don't need to write the 1. Minus 4 equals 0. Alright, so I'm going to isolate this radical. I'm going to add the 4 to the other side. So it's going to give me the cube root of c equals 4. And then I'm going to raise both sides to the 3rd power. The 3rd power is going to cancel out the cube root, leaving me with c. And 4 to the 3rd power is 64. So we get c equals 64. We want to solve this equation. Looks like we have a quadratic. 13b equals 10b squared minus 9. Alright, so I'm going to move this over so that everything's on the same side. And I'll have this set equal to 0. 10b squared. This will be a minus 13b minus 9. I'm going to see if this factors. 10 times 9 is 90. Now, when you have a bigger number, you can still divide it by hand, but I'll show you a method to use with a graphing calculator. We're basically going to just find all of the factors of 90. So I have this calculator. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to go to y equal. I'm going to clear out what I have, and I'm going to type 90, and I'm going to say divided by, and then x, say a variable x. So calculator is going to input all the different values for x, 1, 2, 3, and give me a list. So to see that list, I'm going to go to table. So I have to hit second, and then the graph button to see the table. Now since I've scrolled down some, it's starting pretty close to the bottom, so I'm going to scroll up to the top. And so here are my factors. I usually write these down: 1 and 90, 2 and 45, 3 and 30. I'm going to go down this list, and I'm looking for two numbers, if they exist, that when I subtract give me 13. Okay. And 5 and 18, you can see that right here. 5 times 18 will give you 90, and if you subtract 5 and 18, you will get 13. Since it's negative, that lets me know that the 18 needs to be negative, and the 5 is going to be positive. So, factors of 90, 5 and 18 that work out. So I'm going to do 2 sets of parentheses. Now when I have a coefficient, again, I don't know whether it's 10 and 1 or 10 here and 1 here, 2 and 5. So I put the 10 in both, and again, this is wrong, but you just remember to fix it later. The 5 and the 18. Left to right, the first sign is negative. That's the bigger number, 18. Second sign, negative, means they're different signs, so this has to be a plus. And then we got to fix what we messed up, so we got to reduce. 5 and 10 can both be divided by 5, so you divide and get rid of that. Divide by 5, we get a 2b. Divide by 5, we get a 1. 2b or not 2b. Over here, both can be divided by 2. So divide by 2, and we get 5b. Divide by 2, 9. Now they're in linear terms. You can FOIL it. You should get back what you originally started with. So 2b, 5b gives you 10b squared, so that matches. And you can go and distribute the rest. However, we want to solve. We have it set equal to 0, so I need to figure out both values of b that make this equal 0. So 2b plus 1 equals 0, and 5b minus 9 equals 0. Subtract 1. Divide by 2. B equals negative 1/2. Okay, it's kind of off the screen, but one possible solution. Here I would add 9, so I get 5b equals 9 divided by 5. B equals 9/5 is your other solution. All right, so that'll complete the prep.